Well, just just to, kind of sum up the game. Really challenged our seniors this week. Actually, the last several weeks about not just challenging them, challenging this whole football team about it was going to take an unbelievable amount of mental toughness to finish this season and finish on a positive note and finish strong. Anybody can finish a game, but it was going to take someone that with mental toughness to be able to withstand and to show up every day with a purpose, preparing with a purpose, and to continue to play as hard as we've played. We were able to see that tonight. It was great to see these young men get rewarded for their efforts that they've put forth this season. We've been so close this year in many games, but have been unable to find ways to win. And for us to be able to find a way tonight and to finish strong was really special. I was very proud of our staff, proud of our players, and again very proud of our seniors. So with that, I'll open it up.
Anytime you win by 4 touchdowns, there's a lot of positives. What jumped out at you the most? What are you most impressed with or pleased with from your team tonight?
Yeah. I think number one, the effort. Our guys' effort has been strong all year long, and to continue to see, it's tough. When you're 1-9, to be able to come to work every day as a player, and to come in and put forth the game plans that we're asking these guys to do and continue to work out. We haven't changed what we're doing. And to see these guys keep playing hard, obviously that stands out. Being able to run the football, when you can run the football for 300+ yards, 323 yards is pretty special. 3 drives of 90 yards or more, which was really special. And getting the ball off that back end line, I thought Matt played well. Matt managed the game as well as he's done in quite some time. And you look on your stat sheets and you see you got freshmen that are all over it that are making plays. Xavier Jones, it was good to see him get over 100. You got Braden West with a rushing touchdown. I think Xavier Jones broke the SMU freshman touchdown record tonight. So that's great to see. Cortland Sutton again continues to have a good night. But Kevin Thomas. So again, seeing those guys, watching our seniors perform, those are things that really stood out tonight.
You want to get all season long, you've talked about how you guys want to run the football, and now you're able to really get Xavier Jones a lot of touches. Was this a game plan that you really wanted to say, let's run the ball, or previously when you guys couldn't run it as much, were you still just as putting emphasis on running the ball, and that kind of change the game plan?
Yeah, well, obviously coming in, we want to be a team that is as balanced as we can possibly be. Running the football being part of it, and then obviously when something's working, we want to stay with it. And tonight we were able to run the football efficiently, and that was good. It sets up our play action pass game, but again, I think when you have a freshman carrying the ball as well as he was carrying it tonight, and Matt was making good decisions in the zone read game. It was something you stayed with, and I thought Coach Craddock, our offensive staff, I thought Coach Malone, our defensive staff, they all had a great plan, and these guys are putting forth the effort to make sure our young men are prepared, and I can tell you there's a lot of happy faces over in that locker room, and very much needed.
After the win over North Texas, you talked about the mood in the locker room and the dancing and everything. After the stretch of close losses that you've had, is it any different this time?
Well, we definitely are enjoying that win tonight. I can tell you that. There was many coaches dancing in there and players dancing, and we want that to be the normal. And that's where we're going to get to. It's coming. It's not coming as fast as I want it to, or we all want it to, but it isn't because of our guys aren't giving great effort. But we're going to celebrate winning. Winning is hard. I don't care. I've said it before. At any level, it's hard to win. And when you're able to execute and win at this level, it's special. So again, proud of our guys, proud of our coaching staff, and proud of their families, because it affects many people in that locker room right there, outside of our immediate coachings. It's their families also. So proud of everybody.
You mentioned the 3 drives of 90+ yards. What does that say about the maturation of your offense?
Well, they're getting better. Yeah, obviously getting better every week. You know, again, it's you take a few steps forward and you take a couple steps back, and that's part of being young. That's part of being inexperienced, especially when you're going from a team that was predominantly passing for 6, 7 straight years, and to ask them to change the mentality of being a run-first football team. I mean, that's you changing a complete mindset, and it's and they're doing a really good job with it. It's taking a little bit of time, but 3 drives of 90 yards. I don't know if I've had that in my coaching career, but that was good to see tonight.
Anything else?
In games where you guys have talked about the offense struggling a little bit, you talked about how you've gotten behind the chains a little bit, put yourself in some 3rd and longs. Now you guys were 10 and 15 tonight, getting a lot of positive yards early on 1st and 2nd down. How big was that for you to sustain those drives tonight?
Yeah. It's huge. Anytime you can get the sticks moving on 3rd and long, I think one of the key plays in the game was a 3rd and 7 call where Cortland caught an out cut on their sidelines, and then we go on and down and score. And I quite remember. I know we were going toward the scoreboard end, but to be able to convert the 3rd downs was something we've struggled with each of the last 2 weeks. And that's one thing. As you look at any team across the country that struggles with winning, they struggle on 3rd down. And so to be efficient on 3rd down, I promise you the stat that's not taken or the stat that's not showing up is what you did on 1st down. And I would be willing to bet we had as good of 1st down calls and efficiency on 1st down as we've had in a long time. That put us in some 3rd and short situations we were able to execute. So it was good to see.
Your defense had one of its best games, if not the best of the year. Prior to halftime, you had them under 100 yards. What was the focus of your defense coming in today? What was the key to the performance?
Well, I think Coach Malone and they were just talking so much about we had to tackle well in space. I mean, we couldn't just give up the free play. We did give up a touchdown pass that the guy was open up the sidelines, and those were the things that we kept talking about. We have to eliminate the mistakes that beat SMU. And I think we did a really good job of that. I thought Coach Malone and his staff did a great job of putting a plan together for our guys to execute. We're dealing with some injuries. We dealt with some injuries tonight, and for us to move guys around and be able to make some plays, that was really good to see tonight. And it's so much for this program right now. I mean, we were needing something positive, and to know that we closed out this year at Ford Stadium with a win, and going into our last week, taking momentum into the last week of the season, going up against a tough Memphis team. So, again, our guys are going to be ready, excited, and proud of our staff.